The Master of Puppets. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the rolling hills and dense forests, there was a tiny, inconspicuous puppet shop. At first glance, it appeared to be just like any other puppet shop in any other village. The walls were lined with wooden shelves, and every shelf was adorned with a colorful array of handcrafted puppets. But what set this particular shop apart from the rest was the master puppeteer who owned it, a man named Cornelius. He had a reputation for creating the most lifelike, intricately detailed puppets that anyone had ever seen. No one in the village knew much about Cornelius, other than the fact that he was a master of his craft. He rarely spoke, and when he did, it was only to discuss the details of his puppets. One day, a curious young woman named Lydia walked into the shop. She had heard stories about the master puppeteer and his creations, and she couldn't resist the urge to see them for herself. Lydia was captivated by the puppets displayed on the shelves, each one appearing more lifelike than the last. She couldn't believe the level of detail in each puppet's face, the intricate patterns sewn into their clothing, and the way they seemed to be imbued with life. As she walked further into the shop, she noticed a door at the back marked private. Lydia hesitated for a moment, but her curiosity got the better of her, and she carefully pushed the door open. Inside the room, Cornelius was hard at work, his skilled hands deftly crafting a new puppet. He was so engrossed in his work that he didn't notice Lydia standing in the doorway, her eyes wide with amazement as she watched the master at work. She couldn't help but marvel at the puppet taking shape under Cornelius's expert hands. It seemed as if he was breathing life into the lifeless wooden figure, creating a living, breathing being from the most basic of materials. As Cornelius finished his creation, he looked up and saw Lydia watching him. He didn't seem surprised or angry. Instead, he greeted her with a warm smile and invited her to sit down. The Apprentice. Over the next few months, Lydia visited the shop every day to learn from the master puppeteer. Cornelius taught her everything he knew, from the art of carving and sewing to the secret techniques that made his puppets so lifelike. Lydia was a quick learner, and soon she became just as skilled as her mentor. The two of them worked side by side, creating beautiful puppets that captivated the hearts and minds of everyone who saw them. The festival. One day, Cornelius announced that he would be entering a puppet in the annual Puppet Masters Festival, a prestigious event that attracted puppeteers from all over the world. This was an opportunity for Lydia to showcase her talents and bring honor to her mentor. Together, they began work on a puppet that would be their masterpiece, a creation that would leave everyone in awe. They labored for weeks, crafting every detail with painstaking precision, and as the festival drew near, they knew they had created something truly extraordinary. The performance. At the festival, the air was filled with excitement and anticipation as puppeteers from all over the world prepared to showcase their creations. Lydia and Cornelius stood backstage, nervously awaiting their turn to perform. When the moment finally arrived, Lydia took a deep breath and stepped out onto the stage, her masterpiece in hand. The crowd gasped as the puppet sprang to life.